Right, so our interface is installed. So the BeeVue interface, you've got a brush border here with markings on it that show you exactly where the bee spaces are to go in. Now, what we've got here is the HiveScope. Okay, so on the front camera, we're going to use that to navigate through the bee space, make sure that we're not going to damage any comb or any of the structures or the bees. Okay, once we get all the way across the hive with the front camera, we're going to switch to the side camera. Now that is going to let us see directly inside the comb. Okay, so we're going to look inside the cells, look for detail, look for signs that we've got a queen, she's laying well, and whether they've got any stores. So what we know is, because you see the sun's coming on this side of the box here, that already we know the brood chamber is going to be over to the left. So we're going to start in the first bee space you can see on the left hand side. Okay, so as you can see here now, we're going to start the video so you can record using the BeeVue HiveScope, and we're going to go straight in above space 1 there. And look at that, straight into the space. Lovely. Okay, so this is the navigation part. Okay, so we're going to navigate carefully, and we're going to take our time, start the season. There's no need to rush, and just coming across. Lovely. And so it's partly tactile, making sure you can't feel like you're jutting up against any comb faces, and also visual. So you can see here we get a visual reassurance there that the bees are just gently being pushed out the way, and we're not hitting into any comb now. Lovely. So you see on the other side there, on the wood face, there's a line that bee jumps out of the way. There is a line going across the wood there. Perfect. So that tells us that the HiveScope's at horizontal angle. Okay. Now we can switch to the side camera. Immediately, we're going to start seeing into the frame. So let's have a look at this comb. Lovely. So we've got honey, we've got pollen. So we're at the edge, so we expect that to be the case. Lovely. So there's more nectar in there. That's great. More pollen. More pollen. Lovely. Bit of nectar. And in a second, I suspect we'll start seeing some brood. Lovely. And there we go. Okay. So immediately we've got eggs. You see those little grains that rise to the bottom of the cell there. And we're just going to keep coming across. Now, depending how recently the queen's visited this, it might be that the eggs towards the centre of the frame are slightly older and they've hatched out into larvae. Or it might be if she's been there really recently that all of these are just eggs. So let's have a look. So we've got more eggs, and we've got more eggs. Oh, there's a little hatched out one there, so we get towards the centre of the frame there. So it gives us an idea that she's got a healthy pattern, because we're seeing nice kind of just hatched out eggs there in the middle of the frame. And as we get towards the other side of the frame now, so we're over halfway, we'll start to see eggs again as they get younger, because she lays in a lovely spiral pattern from the centre of the frame. Great, so we're seeing eggs and more eggs now. So I suspect in a second again, we'll start to see a bit of potentially honey, a bit of pollen as we get towards the edge of that frame. So here we go. And what have we still got here? Let's have a look. There. Little leg at the bottom there, that's great. Perfect. And, oops, sorry, a slip of the hand up. And a bit of pollen. We're coming into the honey at the edge of the frame there as well. Perfect. Okay, and now we're actually getting to the edge of the frame. That's the wood. You can see here. Oh, the bee's got in the way. I'm trying to show you that. Of course, the bee gets in the way. Anyway, we're coming through the brush here, and now we're coming out. If I turn the front camera again, you can see that's where we've just come from. Lovely.